Okay, welcome back to the session. So, I just started earlier, like 10 minutes in, and then I got a phone call, so I guess I'll just start again. So basically, it's going to be a solo session. So last week, Luke came over just to see what I've been up to. So basically, the advice was, if it seems impossible, it's probably because it is. So I went to a new planet. I think one of them's called the Ember Twins. And turns out all the things I was trying to find on the planet was, including the anglerfish fossil. Apparently, that was on one of the Ember Twins. So, yeah. Um, Feeling a little bit scattered because I thought I had a plan, but then now I have, it's happened twice today. In the middle of something, got a phone call, and then I just lost all track of what I was supposed to do. So, first things first, there's no new rumors. I think I checked all the rumors last time. Again, nothing there, so it's just 13. Or was it 12? That's 12, isn't it? Okay. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do... Oh, actually, I should probably put on HUD. View ship log. View entries. Okay. So let's just remind myself. So, hi... Okay. So, Whitehall Station... okay, ship log. Let's go back into map mode. So Ember Twin, view entries. So Ember Twin, high energy lab. The negative time interval measured at the Whitehall station was further investigated at the high energy lab in the canyon at Ember Twin's equator. So escape pod. I think the start, there's more to explore here. One of 3 Nomai escape pods that crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from something called the vessel, which was badly damaged. There's more to explore here. Quantum signal. The Nomai detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on the Hourglass Twins. Anglerfish fossil. So, I think I was so close to it. As always, I wasn't paying attention. So by the time I actually realized that's where the fossil was, it was already covered in sand, so I don't think I've, uncovered anything. So anglerfish fossil, the Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. And I think, briefly, I think it was like 4 sessions ago, that was when I was eaten by an anglerfish. And then the Sunless City. So, what else have I found? So, a Nomai city built into the walls of a huge underground cavern. The city is divided vertically into 4 districts. The Nomai debated building a sun station in order to power the Ash Twin project. Several Nomai opposed its construction, arguing that failure could result in the destruction of the solar system. I think they're right. There's more to explore here. So let's just make our way to escape pod number 2. I think there is probably a I said basically there's something about being on the surface of the sun. Cool, escape pod number 2. Where is it? Cool, let's lock in. It's autopilot. It is very close to the sun. Okay. Let's try our best to not be oh, They've got a gravity cannon there too. How handy. Cool. Let's just sit here for a second. Yeah, that also looks like a twin. Oh, that's the gravity cannon. Where is the Ember? Okay. Maybe this is the time to do it. Let's get in the suit. Where is it? It's 120 meters away. Where the hell could it be? Oh, there's sand. Where's the sand coming from? So the sand's coming from the other planet. That's good to know. $243. Okay, so I do feel like the escape pod is quite far away. I think I have to somehow pull through. But gently does it. Oh, that does not feel like a good sign. Okay, 176. I feel like I'm a lot closer. 136. 124. 23. Is it through there? Oh, that feels... Oh no, why can't things just be... Oh, that looks important. Okay, let's see if I can... Okay, let's do it. Where are you? I'm trying very hard. Okay. Vitals low. Apparently the sand is bad for me. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay, let's try again. So that's quite interesting. I feel like the hole coming from the other planet, so the other twin, I feel like that's a recent innovation. So let's go to the Ember Twin again. And let's see if there's just one way to navigate it just slightly above orbit. See, that planet, the other twin, seems to be in the way. Wait a second. There wasn't anything between it. So yeah, there wasn't anything connecting between the two planets before. It feels like just as we landed, that's when the bridge started connecting between the two. Was there like a meteorite or something? Or oh, there is smoke coming out of that. So yeah, up until this point, there wasn't any sand coming. Oh, and just as I... Feels like just as I approached it, that's when the sand started coming through. So I've got like a hypothesis that I feel like the planets are actually trying to actually hurt us. That doesn't feel like an escape pod. That feels different. What could that be? Okay, I'm gonna quickly explore that area. I feel like that might be a bad idea, just because if the surface is really as dangerous as they make it out to be. Okay, the surface feels pretty good so far. Ship. What could that be? If I follow that line, where does it take me? Ghost matter detected. Ooh, okay, that's terrifying. So the Sunless City, so that's supposed to be a shortcut, but I think if I do go down that way, I might really hurt myself. Crash Site Caves. See, that didn't happen. Ooh, okay, I need to move away from that. See the sand, that's new. That wasn't something. I think as we were navigating earlier, that's not something that we saw. Cool. There's this very narrow path. There's some trees. Okay, the escape pod's only 70 meters away. So hopefully... Okay. Oh no, only there was an easier way of doing this. So that was the crash site. What does that say? This passage leads to a breathable air. Refill your supply tank there. We cannot tell how far or deep these tunnels may wind, but do not linger as the area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. Cool, so I remember we had to jump across. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears to be promising. The cavern Malore's wise choice for shelter could be one. Thing was down to the left. What is it saying? The path to the shelter site is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions and head closely. Where are the instructions? To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sandful pit. Okay. I think I remember the instructions, so to go left. And I think you have to go through. You just go through? Yeah, it didn't feel right. No, I just went exactly the same area, so I think I have to go left. And I think I have to go through it. So I think the only thing that I'm aiming to do is I just want to see the, oop. I just want to see the anglerfish fossil, I think. If that's the only thing that I can do today, that's okay. Left and left. Okay. Believe I might have got myself lost. To reach a shuttle, walk forward until you meet the sandful at the pit, then turn left. Continuously rainfilled with rock columns formation and climb upward through. Ah, whoops. Turn left, turn left. Turn left. Ah, right, okay. Go up. And then walk through it. Cool. The bridge Malaria craft will do its job, but it isn't strong. Okay, we're good. Cool. Okay, a little further to the left. Oh, did it take that long already? Okay. Cool. We're going to see the anglerfish. I know, it is going very rapidly. Come on. Oh! Okay, stepping stone, that's not what I want. I want to go further up, just by a little bit more. So it doesn't help that it is quite terrifying that the sand just keeps rising. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Okay. Where's the anglerfish? I think it's up there. Anglerfish, look at, okay, that's the anglerfish. Come on. Am I here? How do I get down there? It's already filling it with sand so quickly. Just gonna get down. Oh, that's not where I want to be. So if there's the anglerfish lookout, it's probably filled with sand right now. Is there a way for me to get in the cavern so I can... Is there a way I can crawl through? No, I can't. Thank you, that's not very helpful. I know that I'm running out of oxygen, quite clearly, and I'm terrified. Is that sand? That wasn't there earlier, was it? So yeah, it appears to be filling a lot. Not as quickly as it was before. But I wonder maybe I just have to be there a lot earlier. Is it filling up yet? Is there another way to get in there? Let's see. Let's get back through the hole, which is very quickly filling up. Yep, I think this is where I saw it earlier with the dead Nomai. Not a fan of this. What is that? That looks like an interesting artifact. See, I'm unsure if I prefer... See, that's already all filled up. See, I'm unsure if I prefer this in terms of, you know, you're running out of time and it's dark. It's kind of giving me like sort of claustrophobia. What is that? Gravity cannon. Cool, I know that. Ooh, okay. That does not look good. That looks like a lot of ghost matter. And I'll walk towards it, it's probably going to tell me, ghost matter detected? Yep, there we go. But I'm also very quickly running out of air. So let's just fill up first and see what else we can find. So the top bit's filled with ghost matter. This part I don't think I've explored yet. That hole is now filled. This is all the furniture's now filled with sand. There's more. You know what's terrifying is actually just seeing the Nomai. Most of them, like, you know, Pompeii styles, they were just, you know, they just passed away while they're in bed or something. I wonder if there's a way to stop the sand from coming through. Okay. I feel like being crushed is inevitable, so let's just go through somewhere. Let's have a look if there's anything else I can find. And if not, let's just go through the ghost matter and see what happens, because I'm gonna either run out of air, I'm gonna get crushed, or actually, I could walk through here. No, it is a dead end. Oh, no, it is. Oh, wow, I'm right in the gravity cannon. So maybe next time what I'll do is that I'm just going to try and fly here directly into the gravity cannon. See, I look at the other twin, it's literally depleted. Is that the other planet that's been depleted? What is that? Why is... Oh, never mind. So if I go into map mode, yeah, the ash twin's literally just depleted. Like, it's the whole thing's emptied itself into this planet. That is actually terrifying. But then you can kind of see... Oh, that's not what I want. You can kind of see that there's a structure going through the ash twin. So the Nomai must have harvested the ash twin for something. Oh, fuel depleted. That is the signal. So everything. Oh, if only I could get back to my ship. Where did I park it? I actually don't remember where I parked it. So, at that point, I think the other planet's all depleted. So, at least it's good to know that the sun's heat isn't going to deplete me anyway. Got more to explore. So I don't think I found anything more out from that section just then. Okay, it's not waste time. Let's see if there's anything has been... Yes, something has been updated in rumor mode. What is new? Sun Station, Black Hole Forge. So, hi, didn't learn anything new. Escape Pod 2. All three escape pods were launched from something called the vessel, which was badly damaged. So, anglerfish fossil. So, I found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. The Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. So, I wonder... I found a cave with an anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening is only big enough for my scout. The Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. So there's more to study there. So I wonder with the scout whether or not you can actually use it to translate. Because I don't exactly need to go down into And maybe what I'm going to do is that I'm going to head towards the gravity cannon because I know that there is an entryway in there. There is a butt ton of ghost matter, so I need to be careful when I get through. So right now, it's still kind of safe. So the planet still hasn't decided to empty its... Oh. So look, something's happening down there that's unexpected. Escape pod, cool. Let's head down that way. I wonder why I'm getting further and further away. Oh, let's put on the suit, let's quickly go. No, this door will need to remain closed for some time. Pi and I run an experiment based on extraordinary findings from the Whitehall Station. Rami and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient by the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the sunless city. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realise this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. An update: the High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help or even just observe, be sure to use the sunless city path to the lab. See, I think as soon as I arrived, that's when... What's that? That's when the thing started depleting itself. High Energy Lab. Oh, there's the High Energy Lab. Is there any way to get in there? Ooh. Ooh, okay. So it looks like there should be something in and around that I can plug and play. Maybe I should stop using that term. It's a bit uncomely. Okay, let's go back and see if there is something that I can put in there. Yeah, because I beamed myself up earlier. Let's head back. Very gently does it. Is there anything I can pick up? Doesn't look like it, but it looks like there should be a tablet somewhere that I can put in there so I can read it. If you can see it, please let me know. Because I feel like I am as blind as a... Ooh, ooh, did it again. I wonder if I could pick up a I wonder if I could pick up a tablet from somewhere else and then put it in there. Okay, anyway, I feel like I'm running out of time. I should probably start making my way. The sunless city, 300 meters. Should probably start making my way into the planet to see what I could find. Or I could just keep exploring the surface and figure out the anglerfish at some point. Ooh, this is looking promising. Oh yeah, this is something that, it spun. Why did it spin? Does it need something in order for it to work? There's some ruins here. Let's check out the other side. See, the Nomai are really, obsessed with these kind of like spiral kind of things. Okay, so unlike the other bits, ooh, 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting. I should probably head back into the ship, fill up some oxygen, and do a little bit more exploring. Where is the ship? Oh, inconvenient. I am walking further and further away from it. Oh, let's head into the ship and see if there is a way. There is a new rumor though. High energy lab. Nope, nope. Uh, what's the new thing? Is that the new thing? Nope, not here. There's more to see there. Escape pod 2. Northern Glacier. Thompson Moon. See, there's a new rumor, but I'm not exactly sure what the new rumor is for. But if I have to guess, I'm guessing it is going to be with the Sunless City? Nope. Sun Station? Nope. The vessel... What is the... How do I know if there's been a new rumor? And which one is it? Anyway. The things are now very desperately filling out with sand very quickly. I know that sand is going to hurt me. Ooh. This looks different. Crash site caves. Oh no. That's the dark matter. The Sunless City. Is it gonna hurt me? Yeah, no, that's definitely gonna hurt me. So I remember there's probably... So the good thing is that at least I know that the sun isn't gonna hurt me right now. Maybe when it implodes, that's a different story. But at least it means that I could probably take my sweet time to explore. I wonder if there's anything, what would happen if I stand in the middle of this? Would I find anything? think that there would be something useful nearby. Okay, let's keep roaming. At least there's no quantum things around. Part of me, I wonder, maybe my presence has somehow interrupted some kind of balance. Ooh, okay. Let's see. There was some kind of smoke coming up. And I think it is another fellow traveler. Ah, goodness, it's you. Hello. I take it your first launch went well. Then, welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Hornefels asked me to update our star chart, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovae today. Usually, I'd be fortunate enough to see just one. Keep an eye or four on the stars and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Tell me, what can I do for you? I found something. Please do tell me. Actually, never mind. Nothing you'd like to discuss at the moment? There's no trouble. If you do discover anything you want to talk about, I'd be happy to help. Cool, I have a question for you. Oh, I actually missed a question. Supernovae look like extra bright stars to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your signal scope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Massive stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so unusual to see two in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. What are you doing? Right now I'm documenting stars. Hornfels noticed our star charts are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Maybe don't tell Hornfels either, I think they're pretty deep in denial. Oh, what would they be in denial about? Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lakebed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with the little scout, so I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on Ember Twin's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky. It's not one of our own crashes, surprisingly enough. This one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely not a single settlement. No. Oh. Oh, this fella hasn't been down to the Sunless City. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where do they live? Not on the surface clearly. Ember Twin is full of cave systems, then maybe the answer lies underground. Yeah, so this fella's been here for a wee while and hasn't even actually explored, hasn't gone down to the Sunless City. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8, awfully pretty though. Right now, sand is flowing from Ash Twin to Ember Twin, but did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomena. Okay, so if I live long enough, the sand should go back to the other planet then? Or if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise you won't be disappointed. Just saying hi. Watch out for the falling sand, okay? I've had to dig myself out once or twice, and that's not half as fun as it sounds. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Is there anything around here interesting? Do like the drums. How's the other? Okay. It is being drained. Let's go check out this big cabin over here. Oh my goodness, that was a big hole. Okay, the trick is to do enough exploring, but not drown. Yeah, never mind. Nah, that is a big note from me. I am getting the hell out of there. I do like the columns. So it is good to know that the sand does reverse, so it means that if I live long enough to tell the tale, yeah, see, oh my god, that is very interesting. Okay, so let's go back to my other ship, and $271, $243. Where did my ship go? $285. Oh no, this is the other. Okay, so this is the gravity cannon. So let's check this out before. Okay, let's read the sign. The Sunless City. Call the shuttle home. Or I can activate the gravity cannon. Let's call the shuttle home. And let's read this while it's activated. Oh. There was a sign before, now it's being shy. Let's look away and see what happens. Yeah, the sign was working earlier, but now it's being weird. Okay, let's go check out the ship. Ooh, there's some weird things in here. Okay, there is a Nomai spacesuit. Oh, Clary! I haven't heard from you in a while. I fear our situation may be dire. Oh, next page. Clary, Pi, Poke and I landed here on this comet not long after its arrival in the star system. Our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Pi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the readings. Clary, but Pi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Clary, should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Clary, Poke, Pi, come back to me safely, my friends. Poor thing. Oh no, I don't want to be flying this. That better not be sending me into the sun. I'd be very annoyed if it did. And it did. Oh. that was a good time to take a break. So, let's come back to it.